Greetings to all wonderful beings who are listening to this transmission. It is my pleasure and privilege to announce the next civilization building block for January. As you know, we are doing them every 22nd of the month. And since the source force has been established, we already are having 2 civilization building blocks given to us.
Ko te whaia, o te om. O te om. Ko te whaia, o te om. O te
So the year 2021 started in the big spotlight. There is nothing shy about this year and the energies of 2021. There have already been extremely powerful downloads, and I have personally been involved from the solstice, the 21st of December, till a couple of days ago in this huge chunk of the download, which created lots of intensity on our planet. The technology has been misbehaving in many ways for particular reasons, and you will certainly have an opportunity to hear all the messages and insights that arrived about 2021 in the separate video which talks about these energies. Already so much has happened that created the beginning of the 2021 in a way that none of us have actually really fully expected. And what is relevant to all of us at Source Force is that the energies are bringing the foundation for all of these next civilization building blocks. So I will just mention one specific aspect. Over the last several weeks, we had the grounding of the new elements on the earth plane, the one that Divine is explaining as a missing elements. So on the axis of creation, which is the light and the sound, we had the elements of the lunar feminine, which was governing the water and the earth, and we had the solar masculine, which was governing the air and fire. However, the missing elements on the axis of the sound, of the celestial divine sound, are now being incorporated, which are the lunar masculine, which is now governing in a masculine vibration the water and the earth. This was missing on our planet so far. And also we have now the solar feminine, which is bringing the governance over the fire and air elements in the feminine vibration of the magnetic power. So all of this is completely new, and it is bringing our bodies into the full alignment with the new planet. Planetary grids have been recalibrated. All of these elements as an 8-pointed star have been grounded on the earth plane. You remember that the events on the 21st of December were actually merging of the planetary conjunction, which actually brings much higher vibrational power in the what we call Star of Bethlehem. So this 8-pointed star, not just 4 elements, but 8. So all of this has actually changed the configuration of the planet Earth. And if you remember, our last civilization building block was about creating the new contract with the planet Earth. Suffice to mention again that the planet is now not supporting the old biological form. It's not supporting the templates with the missing elements. It's not supporting the old behavioral patterns. So she is supporting the new humanity. And as we are stepping into being the new humanity, we are taking all the necessary steps as ordinated by the divine intelligence, and we are stepping into our crown space. It's also very nice to announce here, and there will be much more explanation in the other videos, that the planetary consciousness of the humans on the planet Earth has changed to the degree that we are now the Christed nation. We have taken our rightful space amongst the star nations. So humanity is now carrying the star. So let's stand tall, let's be open to it, and let's allow all of the necessary changes to come through. So on the 22nd, when we do our next civilization building blocks, that is exactly alignment between our bodies and the new planet. So many of you have obviously felt already the shifts and the changes and the intensity of the beginnings of the 2021 energies. And this is all absolutely necessary now to align between the body as they disconnect from the old earth and connect with the new earth to actually go through these processes in the divinely ordinated way. This is what we will be doing on the 22nd. And our guest, Puiwai Ormsby, is a beautiful representative of the indigenous knowledge. When we say indigenous, it's indigenous. Indigo, the one that brings the knowledge and the wisdom, Genos, that is now incorporating within the new civilization, as all the filaments that have been missing and lost and not part of the previous civilization on the earth is now starting to be pulled in and become part of the new civilization. So we will again remember how it is to live on the earth when we are absolutely, totally, fully and consciously acknowledging the co-creation and the living beings of the high intelligence working together, honoring the planet, honoring every aspect of species that we might have deemed lesser or higher, whatever, than humanity. Now to recognize that we all belong into that circle and circuit of life. When, say, indigenous people would be creating a correlation in having food on the planet, fishing, for instance, was not happening by the means of just go out there and grab the things. It was happening by the means of absolutely consciously communicating with the power, with the intelligence of the sea, of the species, rendering exactly what is flowing towards us rather than pushing and pulling. It was the energy of flow. So we are truly moving with these new vibrations from creating harm to creating harmony, which is truly the new facet of the new humanity on the planet Earth. So much more, and all this will be bestowed upon us within the next civilization building block, and then once it is received, of course, we can work with that material throughout the year and spread it forward. So this is an open invitation again to all of our members, and thank you so much to everybody who has already became a member of Source Force. And we are still creating and co-creating our new platform, which is to be ready by the end of January. Of course, all of the happenings in the beginning of the year where the technologies were disrupted and technical aspects just totally misbehaved. Were not allowing the change and the shift to occur because all of the energies on the planet were so intensely vortexing and turbulent. Now we have established further elements of the vortex. The 8-pointed star, which allows the vortex to flow, is here, so we are able to continue with our endeavors. Of course, everybody has been feeling the gentle pulsing throughout this month. However, all of the members will receive a very specific protocol by the end of the month as soon as the magnetic new year starts. And this is also an opportunity to invite everyone else who is contemplating and being drawn to become a member to also join us on the 22nd as guests. And in the future, of course, for all the civilization building blocks, we will have an opportunity to invite guests just for that one experience to give them a feeling what the Source Force is about and what the civilization building blocks are about. And then we can expand as it is divinely ordinated into more and more and more active circuits of the Source Force on our planet. However, more explanation will be given. For this moment, I'm welcoming you all in this super empowering vortex in the next civilization building block on the 22nd of January, 8:08 p.m. New Zealand time. So please calculate wherever you're in the world. From next time, we will be having much more specific invites and easier to follow. And yet this month we are honoring all that the Divine wants to give us and working as a work in progress with our project. Love, light, joy, harmony, peace and bliss to everyone. Karai Ra, Karai Raman.